my name's Blake. I use he, him, his pronouns. I work here in the Northwest Quad. I directly oversee Batterson Hall, Goodyear, and Hanks. The learning community that I oversee is the pre-farm LC. And so I work with the dean of the pharmacy school and some of the floor mentors and the RAs on that floor. We try to make sure everything's going smoothly for the pharmacy kids. Working in a team area, it's very different from anything I've had experience with. So at my last institution, it was just me in the building. There are 2 of us here in Northwest, and each one of us oversee 3 of the buildings. We each get one of the LCs, so while I have the pre-farm one, my co-Dave has the nursing LC. We just split up everything, so Dave does a lot more of like the RA duty stuff, staff meetings, and I do a lot more of like the RHA. We each split the staff, so I get 12 RAs where I directly oversee, and he gets 12 as well. The RLM is a residential learning model, essentially kind of like a step-by-step guide for what we want to be seeing in the residence halls as kind of like a learning and personal growth type of thing. It goes into everything from conduct to passive programs and active programs that the RAs do, so that's like bulletin boards, community events, all that fun stuff. Our goal with the RLM is to kind of make sure that everyone is like the most successful that they can be while they're here at UConn, and I think the RLM really gives like a guiding point for people to how to get to that success point. For duty, there are 3 areas, so there's Area A, Area B, and Area C, so there's always 3 hall directors on while students are here. Essentially what it is, RAs will call in around 7 o'clock each night, and they'll check in, and then if they need me, they'll call in. That could be anything from like a fire alarm going off to an alcohol or weed incident, or a Title IX incident, or really anything else that you can think of. I'm on 1 summer, so we're pulling keys, we're getting camps in, we're getting like actual conferences in, we're doing summer housing for like all race students who are taking classes. For diversity, kind of learning about it, discussing it from our own points of view. Every Friday we have this professional development time, and it gives us really a lot of time to get to know each other better as like a whole hall director staff and like residence life staff as a whole. So one thing that I do, I volunteer with AIDS Care Ocean State. So every 3rd Thursday in the month, I go and I volunteer with them in Cranston, Rhode Island for a drag bingo. And essentially what we do, we raise money for the organization, which helps with like AIDS research to kind of battle and figure out how to overcome the AIDS crisis. And then also they do a lot of testing for individuals out in the field. For a piece of advice that I would give to a new hall director, I would say just be open to everything, because I know being on a team-led is not always someone's first choice, like especially if they're from a solo-led area first, it can be kind of challenging, but as long as you're open and knowing that like there's a lot of moving parts right at the beginning, you should be good.